Straight into the video. No intro. What's going on? The world is going to end. No, it's not. In case you've not noticed recently, the intros on the video, or videos rather, have changed. And there's been a bit of a kind of interim period while everything's been getting sorted out. And so we have, I've been meaning to do it for ages because the eagle-eyed amongst you may have realised already that the logo on the 760 case, which is over there, which is the graphics card test rig, the logo wasn't blue, and the one to the right of me, let me turn the camera thing round, see, look, logo's not blue, logo's not been blue for ages. So if I move this back round, so the logo's not been blue for ages, but I've not changed the intro, and yes, the website still needs to be done, but the website really needs a match put in underneath it, claiming the insurance and then building a new one. But now, for the first time on YouTube, the Facebookers have seen it. So if you've not, if you don't follow me on Bookface, MyFace, My Book, all of that kind of mean fandango malarkey, it's just Facebook/Tiny Tom Logan. You should, because I put a lot of stuff there, and I try and, you know, communicate with people in a technology related kind of aspect, but also in a personal related aspect, because I had to cut down my personal Facebook. So that the TTL pages, yes, I do use it for work, but it's also a kind of like a little insight into what's going on in my personal life and stuff as well. But anyway, the grand unveiling. Let's have a look at the new OC3D TV YouTube intro. Okay. What do you think? Let me know. Get in the comments underneath, or get onto the Overclock 3D forums, which will be the link here. No, this way. The link here, or the link underneath in the description. Go and let me know what you think. Also, with all the stuff that we talk about in this video, you can go and dump it onto the Overclock 3D forums as well. So, subscribe video. I've kind of done it in a, didn't really want to kind of arty-farty tart it up or anything, because this is just how stuff looks a lot of the time. That's the Asus 4K monitor that I reviewed recently. You've got the 1440p one behind it, which is the one I generally use when I'm doing the video reviews and stuff like that. The Swift, everyone's going to be jumping out of their chair about, going, where's that, where's that? Well, that kind of went and, well, arrived and went in no time. I had to pull the carpet out to get that all sort of done. So stuff recently, there has been a lot going on, and I've also been, the output for me personally has been a bit reduced. It's kind of one of the reasons why you know, everyone, the regulars know about the way that I deal with stuff, and I normally kind of like dump it out videos. And it kind of helps me get things straight in my head. Well, my little sister's dad is technically my stepdad. I grew up with him from about the time I was about 12, 13 maybe. So through my kind of teenage and high school years. He's been very ill recently, which is another reason why I've been doing a lot of stuff with my little sister, where he sadly passed away a couple of weeks ago. So I've now got my sister living with me full time, which has been a learning experience, but she's such a good kid, so it doesn't particularly matter. But I've also had to been dealing with, because I'm the oldest, I've had to been dealing with all like the house stuff and the financials and arranging funerals and stuff, and still trying to, you know, focus my time on my little sister. So I've actually been trying to get my work done into a school day, but I've also been trying to get all the stuff for the house and the funeral and all that kind of stuff done in that school day period as well. So that's why my my website work and review stuff has suffered. And I can't exactly just sit in the office on my own in the evenings and leave my little sister watching telly. So I've been trying to get out and about and keep her kind of occupied, because she has no parents now. Because my mum obviously died a few years ago, and now her dad's gone as well. So it's been an emotionally quite a bit of a roller coaster, turbulent time. I don't think we've got quite to the end of the the end of the journey yet, but that's just to kind of give you an idea about what's going on. Now, I'm not looking for sympathy, so don't, you know, although, you know, kind words and stuff, because there are a lot of properly genuine people out there, when they do, you know, pass comments, I'm not looking for sympathy. It's just another one of those things that I need to sort out. And let's face it, when my mum died, that's where Time to Live come from in the first place. So I've got the kind of, maybe the tools to get my derriere in gear again, because I've now got a dependent being my little sister. So maybe it's now time for me to get things balanced out correctly so I can really start smashing the workout. But anyway, stuff that has been going on. It's quite sad in a lot of respects, because I'm going to be completely honest here. I don't tell you like everything that's going on, because I get completely and utterly pissed off with the amount of grovelling. I can't seem to be able to get a bag of Haribo without people seem to be demanding it, like I've taken it out of their own school bag or something. Like recently, Sandisk, they did this thing where they sent a review pack out, and it had a Powerball in it and some Haribo and a can of Red Bull and a Steam voucher and stuff. And I mentioned it once, and within about 10 minutes, the entire Facebook post had been completely covered with, just give it away, just give it away. You don't need it, you don't deserve it, you should give it to us. And I deleted it. And honestly, every single one of the people that commented on that, I just banned them from Facebook, because I can't even get given a fucking bag of Haribo without people grovelling about it. In a positive note, and this was one of the reasons why it wound me up so much anyway, was the fact that the Steam voucher, the only time I really use Steam is when I get sent the game keys, because all the games that I use I get given anyway. So I am going to give the Steam key away, and I've got a Watchdog key from the Maximus, because generally if I've not got the game and it comes in something like this, I add it into the review thing. But I've already got Watch Dogs. I can't remember, is it an AMD game, or is it, I can't remember. But I got given Watch Dogs by someone anyway. I think it might have been Nvidia. So I am going to be doing that, and this is something that you lot are going to have to get used to, because I do a lot of interaction with the guys on Facebook. A lot of people kind of moan that we use Facebook, but it's a nice way to get numbers for engagement. And at the end of the day, with competitions and the like, stuff like that is all the reports and shit that we need. So if I do a competition for myself, sometimes, yes, it may just go on the forums, and the forum members will do something stupid, and then you know, we give stuff away. We've got the 280X competition running at the moment, which I'll put a link to underneath. You can win one of 2 AMD R9 280s. We've got a pair of them to give away. They are power colour ones as well, in case you're interested. It's just something that AMD sent me a couple of them and said, do you want to give them away? And I was like, damn straight to do. So we've got a little WooBox competition for that, so you should be entering that if you're interested. Wouldn't it be a shame if people have skipped through this video and missed that bit? So yes, we've got that. I think, because obviously I got a new camera a little while ago, and people have been moaning about me just being excited about focus and audio and all that type of stuff. I think we've got to the end of the little glitches, because a lot of it was down to frame timings, as in the time that I was rendering stuff in wasn't matching the frames per second that the camera was outputting, and that's where the glitches were coming from. We had some audio problems which were fucking terrible, but I've now spent an obscene amount of money, and I'm now on Sennheiser wireless packs. So we've got that, we've got the camera there. In fact, let's right. So the reason why I'm trying to do, yes, there we go. Right, so I'm not sure whether it's going to focus, but we can see the camera. We can see stuff going on in the background as well. I was hoping it would look better than that, but anyway. Yes, I've got a Note 3. I got rid of the S4. I wanted something a bit bigger. My S4 buggered. So, subscriber video, stuff that's coming up. Corsair have an obscene amount of stuff coming up. We've just done the review for the LX drives. I've just grabbed the boxes because all the drives are actually in the drawer. We've just done the LX drives. We've done the 256, the 128 and the 512 all in one video. I'll put a link up for you so that you can have a look. I've actually got the M12, sorry, the M6E from Plextor, and this is an M.2 drive that comes with a PCI Express thing as well, and this is probably going to be one of the next videos that comes up because I've just finished the testing on the rig that you saw previously. It's actually bolted in on the Asus Ranger at the moment, so we've got that. That'll be one of the ones that comes up next. After that point, we've got the Asus Essence, which has been about for a little while. But I had some issues. It wasn't with this, it was actually with one of the speakers that I bought, because I bought some KRKs, and it had a low input problem, which is apparently an intermittent problem that they can get. So I was having to turn the volume up really loud to wake the speaker up, and then turn it back down again. But then sometimes during real low stuff, so kind of normal desktop sort of stuff, it would cut out, or it would crackle. And again, they're not designed for being used on PCs. They're obviously designed for like studio use because they're proper active monitors. So they're generally used to being blasted all the time, and I've got one of the rare kind of ones that doesn't seem to like being on low volume, which obviously isn't great. So I'm going to do the Asus STX2 with the KRKs, and then I've got to send one of them off to be repaired again, which is a bit of a pain in the arse. I'm getting to the point now where I think I'm just going to put the edifiers back on the thing and get rid of them, because I don't like it when stuff continually lets me down and doesn't work. And then we've got some power supply stuff to do again. I've got some passive ones to do, which is going to be interesting because it's I think I've got them here. No, next one down. No, next one up. Yes. I got a infrared thermal doodah, and I also got a thermometer as well, so that I can check the ins and outs and all that type of stuff, so that I can play around with the power supplies more. But obviously the power supplies, it's still me learning. The thing is a lot of people would go to school and learn about stuff like this, or you just sit at home in the evenings and you'll be plumbing stuff out. Unfortunately, I don't really get the pleasure of that, and you guys have to endure my learning curve. Now the curve initially was quite extreme. Now I'm just trying to find the nice little, you know, add a bit of polish on the knowledge that I do have and add a few little extra bits in. But I think we've got the basics of it there before I need to start my next curve with the tester. And then a lot of people have been asking about NVIDIA graphics cards, have been asking about another Intel launch, and there's a lot of stuff that's kind of been chucked up in the air at the moment. It's a bit like having a really dirty fish tank and all the shit settles. You mix it up and it all kind of goes to the top again. I should have probably gone with the snow globe analogy rather than a shitty fish tank. But I've not signed anything that says that I'm not allowed to talk about stuff, but at the same time I will get my nuts removed if I do. But I know that there's nothing new coming from NVIDIA graphics card wise for a little while, but the rest I'm probably not allowed to say, but it may be slightly sooner than you think. That's probably about where I'm going to leave that, but there isn't any doubt with me. As soon as I'm allowed to say stuff or leak stuff or show you stuff, I always look for those little crevices or gaps or loopholes that I can go in, and generally it's a lot of kind of me choosing my words very, very carefully, and not necessarily showing you performance stuff. But I'm not about to go and start breaking relationships that I've got just to make a video about, you know, a product. Because I'd prefer to do things by the book, because it's one of the few times that I do. Anyway, so that's it. Subscribe to the video. We have the office is kind of a bit of a bomb site at the moment, and I mean it's like I've got stuff everywhere. Oh, can of Dr. Pepper. What's the worst that can happen? So yeah, we're going to be doing that. We've got the M2 dot thing, and then I really do need to do some what I would call housework, which is like sorting out all the bloody boxes that turn up and flat packing them and getting the office nice and pristine. I need to get my Zen area back, so it's all nice and ready for me just to come in and make an absolute tip of it all again. So yeah, hopefully you guys will kind of see why things have been a little bit funny recently, and I kind of needed to get it out, needed to get it said, so that we can just put it behind us and I can just start ploughing on. One thing I will say though is, if anyone is going to be attending no, I won't say that because otherwise I will get into trouble. It's just a local event, and if I'd have said about that, then it would have just caused no end of hassle. So yes, also right at the very end, I did do the No Date 04 review recently. I'll put the link up for that as well. Go and take a look at that. Great little M80X. I really enjoyed using that one. I'm really hoping that they do a white one, just so that I can ask for another one, and I can do a little build with the Gene and all kind of like red and white bits and stuff, and maybe even have to stripe it up. But then I always end up giving the stripy ones away. But anyway, yes. And I do have some more competitions for you as well. I forgot about that. We're going to be bringing one of our custom kind of designs for cases back out of the depths, and we're going to be doing another one, but on a smaller scale. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. That one could be a good one. But anyway, I was looking around for my remote. Oh, something else that I will be doing in the not too distant future. And I don't normally say stuff about this, because generally when I say stuff like this and the other media hear about it, they go and hassle the people that I get the stuff from. And I do love doing it in certain respects, because they'll be like, did you mention it in that fucking video, Tom? But I am going to be getting the PowerColor 295, but the air-cooled one. Now I'm interested to play with that in a, not in a can I cook my breakfast on the top of it sense, but how well can the cooling perform sense, because obviously the water-cooled version of it seemed to struggle. So it's actually something that, just for my own kind of, I really want to kind of find out about it. So I've got the big monster PowerColor air-cooled 295 coming, so we can have a bit of a play with that. And then I'm not sure what other funky monkey stuff that we're going to have to do, but it's not going to be long before I need to get my head into get everything ready for iSeries mode, because I am going to be going to iSeries at the end of August. I may even be taking my little sister with me so that she can see it's kind of the other side of the camera and the type of lunatics that I have to deal with when I go to these events. But I will be having several rigs at the event again, and it's not kind of like massive custom builds like some of the, you know, really talented people will do, mainly because A, I don't think I am that talented, but also I've not got the time to even attempt it. But we will be getting things like like we did before, where the stripy rig was there. I've got another system that's being done specifically for it. TNR is coming back out. TNR is going to be getting the let's have a grab. Ugh. Well, TNR is going to be getting this, which we will be reviewing shortly, which is the MSI Z97 Gaming 9 AC. That's going in there. Also, what's going in TNR is a pair of MSI GTX 780 ties in SLI, and then my racing rig, along with a 48-inch 4K monitor, is going to be on the MSI stand, and we're going to be doing laps of stuff. But it also does mean that where I'm going to get to set the rig up, it means that I can chuck my own games and get them ready to be played offline as well. So if we get enough people come that remember this video and say, Tom, let's do it, we'll get on and we'll do some hooning round the Nürburgring instead of some short little track, and we'll do some proper, that might be like on the quieter days maybe, because it's obviously going to be a 7 or an 8 minute kind of lap if we get things done right. But anyway, so TNR is going to be getting brought back out, and at the moment it's an empty case, so I've got to build an entirely new rig in there. But that's going to be happening as well. I've got another rig that I'm going to be doing, which is a complete custom design, and that's one of the competitions that we've got coming up, but the competition won't be getting announced until we get to iSeries, so you've got a good month to wait for that. But that's a complete custom system. Everything's going to be lush, and just the artwork alone has been causing us horrific headaches trying to get it all done, because I know what I want in my head and we need to try and get it done on a 3D render, and it's just not working at the moment. It's just like, no, I can't get it out. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you any longer. Thank you if you have said anything kind and nice. If you did say something nice, then my sister will be reading it. If you've been an arse, then they will be going missing. Because like I said, my sister will be fucking reading them. So if there's any knob jockeys out there, I think it's fun to say horrible stuff, then no, please don't. Got to think about the greater good here. But anyway, so yeah, we're going to do that. We've done that. We've talked about that. We've talked about all the other stuff. And apparently I'm running out of battery as well, so I best just be quiet. Don't forget to let me know what you thought about the Overclock 3D intro. But for now at least, this is Tiny Tom Logan with another video, and the first time you're going to get to see the proper outro as well. Out. Ding dong, 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 woo!